Piggy is a game that's been around for a while now, and in its time there have been a lot of skins. And while newer ones look absolutely amazing, older ones are kind of underwhelming. In today's video, I'll be going over 5 of the most basic skins in the game that I and you guys think need a remodel, and kinda going over why these skins need one, because why not? But before we get started, I'd like to ask you all to subscribe. I host subscriber polls for my next videos, and I'm on my way to 10k. Also, quick little alert, I guess. My allergies have been acting up really badly, so sorry if I sound very nasally or anything, or just not as active in this video. But with that said, let's jump into my list of the skins that direly need a remodel, based around your guys' opinions. Piggy is one of the few extra skins that you can buy, coming in at about 300 Piggy tokens. She uses a bat as her main weapon and has the basic jump scare. I'm fine with her theme, as I personally think this abandoned, slow-paced theme fits in well with the older Piggy vibe. I mean, like, this was the only skin on this list with the theme that I could listen all the way through and not get bored of it, I guess. So this is actually a pretty decent theme. To be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the newer Piggy themes that are all fast-paced and whatnot. But off that topic, we can already see she is a very basic skin. I do give her credit, she is a lot better than other skins farther down the list, but she just feels like another random retextured pig. I think it would be cool if we got a redesign to catch her up to pace with other skins in the extra section. Or at least put her on par with Carver, which is just a better version of her all around, apart from theme. I love Piggy's theme. Either or, Piggy is just all around probably my favorite skin on this list, and I'd really love to see a remodel. Just please keep the theme, please. But this is only my first entry, so let's hop over to the next skin on my list. Mr. P is the hidden skin you get for completing the long lineup of events that concludes with the hidden ending in Book 1. If you're starting off Piggy, it takes about a day to get Mr. P, which is just insane. I'm not complaining though, as it helps you understand the story, and it gives you, once again, another underrated skin. Honestly, Mr. P wouldn't even be on this list if it was not for Miss P, who completely overshadows my boy. I mean, like, just look at this comparison. Mr. P stood no chance. Mr. P's theme is undoubtedly one of the better themes, but I have to be honest, it gets old really fast. I think if they remixed the theme a little, it would be peak. Nothing large scale, as I do like the theme, but like I said, it's really boring now that I've heard it so much, especially because it's the same thing at the end of Plant. So I would see a remixed version or something along the sort going hard. When it comes to Mr. P's model, I think he needs to at least be caught up with Miss P, because once you get both of them, you're probably never going to use Mr. P and only going to use Miss P, apart from the fair few people who, well, appreciate older skins. Maybe give him something like Miss P's spores, but I don't know. He's slowly becoming an infected or something, because at the end of Plant, he was gonna fight off the infected, or just something of the sort. I'd also like to see an updated kill animation, as Mr. P's is very mid. I feel like the blaster animation was really nice at the time, but now it's kind of meh. Overall, this skin, like Piggy, does not need a remodel, but if it got one, it would be the peakest of peak. Who wrote this script? We recently got remodels for Father Pig and Georgie Pig, but this makes the rest of the Piggy family feel boring and plain. Mother Pig, Granny Pig, Penny Pig, and maybe a few others I'm forgetting are just so mid now that we can compare them to the rest of the family. All of their themes are very basic, but that's fine since they are just default skins. I mean, like, the devs can't cook with every single skin when it comes to themes, or else all the themes would just kind of be on par, and it kind of defeats the purpose of buying a skin for its theme. All of these skins don't really have any good animations either, which once again is fair enough as they are basic skins, but it still adds to their need for a remodel. Also, their kill animation is very basic and underwhelming. I personally think that most skins in Book 1 need a remodel, but these ones need it the most, at least some of the most. They still use the basic dress design, which is hideous when compared to newer skins. Overall, I think that these skins are some of the few that need it the most, as they are technically some of the most important skins in the game. I'd also love to see the bots get reworked, just to see some of the skin remodels. But we have a few more skins to go, so let's hop over to the 4th skin on my list. Both of these skins are Book 1 skins, Paris T costing 425 Piggy tokens, and Skelly costing 375 Piggy tokens respectively. These are some of the view skins that I think need a complete rework. For starters, these skins have the potential to be some of the best skins in the game, if they got some love. Paris T especially has the most potential to look absolutely amazing considering what the devs are capable of these days. Imagine how goated he could look. Also imagine what a reworked Skelly model would look like. Both of these skins have mid themes, although Paris T is somewhat decent compared to Skelly's. Also, their animations are very mid. Skelly has no animations apart from his kill, and Paris T just has this weird odd collision. Overall, I think both of these skins could have a massive benefit from remodels. They direly need a new kill sound as they just don't cut it. I talk more about these skins in this video, so feel free to go check it out. Anyways, I think Skelly would benefit more from at least just maybe throwing robes around him or something. Maybe necromancerifying him, because honestly, I could see that looking really cool. Or maybe just make a new skin altogether that's kind of based around Skelly. Something. Anything. Because a skeleton skin has a lot of potential, and Paris T doesn't really need anything to go with a remodel. He doesn't need a new skin. He could just be updated. Actually make him look, well, Parasite-like. But we have one last skin to talk about before I go, so let's hop over to that. Pandy is a Book 1 skin that costs 160 Piggy tokens. She is also one of the few skins with a Book 2 counterpart. Now I personally have no problem with Pandy uniform, as she is a pretty decent skin. But Pandy alone is probably one of the worst skins I've ever laid my eyes on. She has so much potential, yet she looks like an even worse version of Misery. All of these ugly colors just thrown together hurts my eyes. She also has an older theme vibe, which is fine, but an updated kill sound would be very peak. Once again, Pandy's animations are just the basic Piggy kill, which is very overused, especially with Book 1 skins. She has the basic long dress with no real colors, and overall is just a mid-tier skin. Also, I don't consider the fact that she has a Book 2 counterpart has a good argument for her not getting a remodel. I know I said this with Skelly, but the reason why I say it with Skelly is because if you only update Skelly in the Book 1 section without updating at least a few other Book 1 skins, then I don't know, it doesn't work. But either or, she, like almost every skin in Book 1, direly needs this remodel. In fact, I think she needs it more than the Piggy family, Skelly, Paris T, or any other skin on this list, just because of how hideous she is. I have never seen anybody use this skin in my entirety of playing Piggy. In fact, I didn't even know this skin existed. Also, she was the most suggested by you guys, so I went with her for the top place in this video. Honestly, I can agree completely that this skin needs this remodel. Well, that's just about it for today's video. There are still a lot of skins in Piggy that I think need remodeled, especially almost everything in Book 1. Book 1 skins are all very outdated, and I don't think many people would be upset if they got updated. The only thing holding these skins back from being remodeled is the fact it would take a lot of time, and most of the community wouldn't even use these skins, sadly. But I myself, being someone who uses most skins in the game, would enjoy this update. I could see them maybe reworking like 2, 3, or 4 at a time, maybe even 6, and just slowly going over the entire shop until everything's been updated. But with that said, you should subscribe, and I am going to sleep now.